Alright YouTube, here's the garden, my winter garden, things that are happening out here, and this is November the 6th. I got some berries growing, threw some in that pot. Here's my winter. You can see some of the other videos where I made it. Got my strawberries, I have berries growing in there. Yeah, I got berries. Berries. I got tomatoes still. Green tomatoes. I can't believe this thing's starting over again. It's like a second life. Some of these tomatoes are bad because I haven't gotten to them. Picked them down. It's been kind of wet out here and I didn't want to get my feet all wet. It's a little bit dry today. Some of these are big. I'm going to eat some of these probably this afternoon. Fried green tomatoes, I like that. I've got some blossoms coming on. I can't believe I got blossoms coming on. A bunch of my tomatoes have blossoms. Amazing. Here's my onions. I got some Walla Wallas down here. They're still hanging tough. I'm going to let them go. I'm kind of experimenting. Some of them are starting to sprout. Look at that. What do you think of that? These strawberry plants are still pretty thick. In a while, I'll probably just trim them all off and let them kind of hibernate for a little bit. See what they do over winter. I think they'll be great during the summer. So I've got my onions here. And here's some of my volunteer lettuce that came up. They came up from the seeds that came off of my lettuce that I had up here. Remember, I let it go to seed, like these guys are going to seed. Yeah. And then down here I've got some radishes I planted at the end of this bed just to get some kind of greens going. And I got some rutabagas down here. Looks like I've got some weeds here. I want to get rid of them. That's morning glory. We don't like morning glory. And I had some parsnips down here, and I don't really see parsnips coming up. They take a while to germinate. And actually, I don't think they're supposed to be germinating this time of year, but that is the way it is. And I got some cabbage growing here. Some cabbage seems to have come up real quickly, real easily. Some, I don't know, it doesn't seem to be germinating too well. I got some red cabbage and some of that real nice green cabbage, and it's, I don't know, I don't see it. So I may not have cabbage. We'll see. I got my green beans growing. Unbelievable, I have green beans still coming up. Some of this foliage in here is still new. I picked these all down real good. There were a few blossoms that were still on there, but look at this. Look at this brand new foliage. It's growing again in November. So I don't know. Maybe that's a sign of a warmer winter. I have no idea. My cucumbers, they croaked. They're gone. But look at the carrots underneath. It's real thick. Real thick, and I've got some carrots down in there. It's probably pretty hard for you to see. But I'm just going to let them grow and pull them out as I need them. I'm just experimenting. Look at these blossoms. Sweet 100s. This tomato plant. Blossoms. Blossoms. New tomatoes coming out. I don't know. I've got to take care of some of these limbs that are falling down. But my Sweet 100s, or no, Sun Sweets. My little orange golden Sun Sweets. They're beautiful. There's my peppers. Bell peppers all over the place, bell peppers. Look at that red guy down there. More bell peppers. Got my Anaheims. Got my Anaheim peppers growing. Got some more bell peppers here. Look at that beauty. Lots of little baby ones growing. Look at little blossoms are coming up. Just amazing. Here's my what kind are these? Oh, I forgot. I'll think of it in a second. I got plenty of them. Serrano peppers, that's what they are. Look at this plant going crazy. Look at that. Amazing, amazing, amazing. I'm going to pick them down, take them to the homeless shelter, the rescue mission they call it down here. I got all kinds of peppers in there. Look at, there's another red boy growing in there. Big bell pepper, that would be great. And things that I make for myself to eat in the kitchen. More peppers, more peppers. A little jalapenos, just fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I'm going to try and see if these plants will make it through the winter. If they do and they grow in the spring, man, what a head start I'll have on peppers. These things are going to be humongous and very productive. Look at all my carrots. Unbelievable. I've got carrots growing down here. Look at just bunches of them. Bunches, 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 carrots. Here's my red onions. I've left some of them out here to grow. Look at all the red. These are Romas. Red Romas. I got to start picking some of them off because they're developing their... I got more blossoms here, so they're producing. Amazing. Look at that. Gonna have fresh tomatoes. Yeah. Look at these guys. Habaneros. They're pretty hot. I don't gobble them down. Some people do, but I don't know how they do it myself. They're really hot. These are my sweet peppers. They're called Cajun Bell. And these are my poblano's. Look at, I got some of them that are red in there. People probably don't really see red poblano's, but I got to pick them down. I'm going to take them to the rescue mission. I can't eat all this stuff. Look at that guy. Look at that guy. And more berries. I got more strawberries out here. I got some lettuce. You know, I can still pick my lettuce leaves. Isn't that a beaut? Look at this thing growing. I got another one out back. It's big too. They make great leaves for juicing. Beautiful. Well, I pulled out my beans, or my peas, excuse me, my peas. And then I never really got back to the garden. I got my onions growing here. I got another red onion in here. These are supposed to be candies, white. And these guys here, I had peas and some, had snow peas and regular peas. And I pulled them out. But before I did, I put some of these seeds in. These are not scallions. What the heck are they? Those things that look like onions. I forgot the name of them now. Big, tall bunch things. Use them in Oriental cooking a lot. You guys know what I'm talking about. But I got those planted in there. And I pulled up some garlic. And eaten some garlic from my garden. And this actually is garlic here. I hadn't pulled it out, so there's a whole bunch of little cloves there, and I'll dig it up. And boy, I'll tell you, when it's fresh, garlic is so strong and so tasty. Very wonderful. You can see my flower beds doing okay. I got my flower bed doing just wonderful. Got my carnations growing finally. Here it is November and they're just now starting to pop out. Love my carnations. I got a lot of color in here and I got bugs coming around, you know, flies and bees. There's a bee right there. There's another bee. So the bees appreciate it. Oh yeah. Alright, so out here, my dad mowed the lawn yesterday. It was getting kind of high and he was kind of restless, so he came out here with his Cub Cadet, mowed it down. Here's the corn patch that I had this last year. I tilled it up. And I'd like to get to it again. I just got too busy and then the rain started coming. Hasn't really rained in a while, but the sun hasn't come out to dry things up. My chard's growing. I've learned not to pull them up, just to cut off the leaves and the plants just keep growing. So that's pretty cool. Here's my big carrot bed out here. My beets. I even had an animal come in here and was digging for, I think a gopher or mice or something. Probably was a skunk. And here's some cauliflower basically here, and I pulled up some heads. These beets I haven't even touched. I haven't pulled any out, but I have done the turnips. There's my turnips. Still got some of them going. I'm experimenting, seeing how far they'll go. And I just harvested some broccoli. I'll show you that in a second. And so down, I'm running out of time on this. I'm over 12 minutes, so I got to get cracking here and turn it off. We had some bees. Oh, they're still here. I think they're hornets. And they seem to be out having a pretty good time. Well, those are hornets. They share the property with us. Amazing, aren't they? I'm going to try and stay away from them. I don't want to get them upset. Alright. I'll leave you with some of the harvest I had. And here we go. That's my phone going off, so that's it, folks. Have a nice day.